Hi, everybody. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day wherever they are. In this video, I'll be talking about something that a lot of people won't want to talk about during shit in the fan, and it might be kind of controversial. So this is for an adult viewing people, for people who are like 18 and over, and sometimes I do swear, but this is a subject that a lot of people don't want to talk about, and I guess it's a taboo subject, is cannibalism during shit in the fan or in shit fan, because a lot of people won't want to talk about that. That's why people prepare, because then you want starvation, and because that's why us preppers prep, so we won't get hungry and starvation. That's another thing I'll talk about too, is starvation is a terrible way to die. Your mind goes crazy and you feel horrible, and all you do is think about food and wanting it. And it's like those people in the third world countries. There's and you lose a lot of weight, and I think, and you go stir crazy, and you'll try to hunt or kill anything, like um like what happened in I'm trying to think, that country where I have a disability, HDH, so I don't remember what country, where they had all those people. I think it was Nigeria or whatever, where they had the outbreak and of the coronavirus or something happened, and because I don't watch the news, like people were starving. They didn't have enough food, so they started eating the animals. They would eat the animals, like the wildlife, and then after that, they would go, after the animals in zoos, and then they would turn on the stray dogs and stray cats, and then they would do it. It's a disturbing subject, but it has to be thought of because of what would be happening if shit in the fan, if there's not enough food, if people don't know how to grow a garden, if you don't know how to grow a garden, and and food is scarce, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? A lot of people don't want to think about it. Like, there's a lot of movies on cannibalism. Like in The Walking Dead, people, they looked for food and they were awful hungry, and you lose a lot of weight. I don't mind losing some weight. We all could. Some people need. I know this is a serious subject. I need to lose weight, and people will lose weight fast. You see these shows like on Survivor, but I don't know how accurate that is. And some of these other shows like Alone, where they are alone for weeks and they start losing a lot of weight and they get depressed and stuff. I'll make a video about how people are going to be like during shit hitting the fan, being depressed. So people are going to, lose a lot of weight. The face, because I've lost weight in the past, and your face gets thin. It's okay if you lose weight normally, like if you're trying to lose weight normally, but if you're starving, that's not normal, because you'll be like skin and bones, and you'll go after anything that moves, And some people, like in the olden days, like there was a movie about a plane crash where people were in the Himalayas. I forget the name of the movie, and the people were, I think it was in Australia or in Europe, somewhere in Europe, and they went after their soccer team, because soccer was big. I think it was in the 80s, and people were starving to death. They didn't have food, so they went after the dead people, and people don't want to think about that. Would you eat a dead person? People would be willing to eat animals like dogs and cats if they had to, but would you be able to eat another human being? A lot of people don't want to think that, and they think, oh, this is a disgusting, but you have to be realistic. In my videos, I'm realistic. You don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully this will never happen. Hopefully that's why people prepare, and then people won't be starving and losing weight and, going mentally crazy because of not being able to eat and drink and being thirsty too. because you can't only live like 30 days without food. And I'd say, they say 3 days without water. I think it depends where you live in the world. If you live in a warm climate, I think that would be shorter, in my opinion, than 3. Especially if it's summer. You know, if you live, say you live in Arizona or Montana or California, you know, those, or a warm climate like Africa or some Australia or somewhere where it's really warm, then you get thirsty, you know. You could always eat snow, cook, you know, when winter comes, you can always, you know, have snow and boil the snow and drink that, but, you know, you can only live so long without food, without losing, like I said, losing weight and starving, you know, because people go after bugs and anything that moves. It's a depressing subject, but you have to be realistic, you know, and some of my people might want to not describe because of my videos because of it might be dark, but this is realistic, you know, what's going to happen if, you know, food runs out. Hopefully, like I said, it won't happen. And that's why, you know, what about those people in like hurricanes, you know, you can't get to the food, you know, and stuff like that. So I was just thinking, what would you do if that happened, you know, if there was suddenly lack of food? Because I know in some states, like in California or something, a lot of things are, you know, in the summer months there's droughts and there's not enough, you know, plants, you know, and the prices go sky high. I'll make a video up about prices going higher. You know, it's getting more and more expensive. That's why it's a good idea to grow vegetables. Even if you live in a condo or an apartment, you can grow stuff in the spring, summer, and fall. You know, it's a lot of work to grow stuff. Believe me, you have to have a lot of water, and if it rains, that's great. Then you don't have to worry about it. You just have to move your plants in different directions. So I'm not trying to get off subject about cannibalism, but it's an important thing to think about in the future. You don't know. That's why it's smart to prep, because then you won't have to worry about this. Till my next video, take care. Bye.